Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about Kim Foxx.
Thank you all for gathering. The recent allegations against entertainer rkelly and the recent Lifetime docuseries are deeply, deeply disturbing. It is our job here at the Cook County State's Attorney's Office to investigate claims in the interest of justice and of public safety. I should stress that it takes the courage to relive and repeatedly re-experience trauma by telling your story of sexual victimization.
Pause. What she failed to tell the public is that anytime, like most of these women that came forward, they've come forward before, like Jerron Pace. You know why? Because she's getting a settlement, or she got a settlement, and she signed an NDA. So, with that being said, they've always investigated allegations, and they haven't found anything that they could criminally charge rkelly with. So that's why they held this press conference. And this was the very moment that I was turned off by this lady here.
But we rely heavily on victim accounts and witness statements to prosecute cases involving sexual assault and domestic violence. I'm here today to encourage victims of sexual assault or domestic violence related to these allegations to please get in touch with our office. Please come forward. There is nothing that can be done to investigate these allegations without the cooperation of both victims and witnesses. We cannot seek justice without you. Yes, concerns from family members regarding contact their family members with Mr. Kelly over the course of the last couple of years.
Have you talked to Mr. Kelly about any of these allegations?
I have not. Certainly. I understand that fear. As a survivor of sexual assault myself, the fear and the trauma of coming and sharing your story, not just with one individual, not just with one prosecutor, the notion of having to come and publicly make allegations is incredibly daunting. What I will say is that if we are going to take these allegations seriously, it requires, this isn't one of those situations where it's just forensics. We need actual witnesses and victims to have the courage to tell their stories. If they have concerns about further victimizations of others, it becomes necessary to have the courage to come forth and tell what happened. We cannot do anything related to these allegations without the cooperation of victims and witnesses, and that is why I'm here today, to encourage anyone who has information to please come forward. I was sickened by the allegations. I was sickened as a survivor. I was sickened as a mother. I'm sickened as a prosecutor. I worked in this office for a number of years, including in 2008. And so the allegations were not new to me. But I think listening to...
So the allegations are not new to her. No, know why? Because they already been investigating such allegations, and they have never found anything that they could charge this man with. Nothing. But if they wanted to rehatch this sex tape, they could have did that. But they follow this whole Me Too movement, this whole propaganda agenda. And let me just state, for the record, I am absolutely the last person to victim shame or bash, because I, just like most women, have my own stories in which I might share at one point in time. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But I definitely won't be writing no book trying to get famous. I definitely ain't going to be trying to be on no reality show trying to make money off any of my situations. Like, if nothing else, everybody got to recognize when you put yourself in fucked up situations, you have to take accountability for yourself.
Survivors and giving a platform for survivors to be able to tell their stories was heartbreaking.
prosecuted. Now, what we do at home normally is we take that table, put it somewhere in the corner with the chairs around it, and take them stools and just put them in the drawer somewhere. Because we don't, maybe she won't know. Your wife, your girlfriend, she won't know. The only way she can know, or he can know, is to disassemble it and count every screw, every nut, every bolt, and all the accessories. That's the only way you're going to know. So, this is what I've done. I've taken this indictment apart and I've looked at every screw, every nut, every bolt, every accessory. And guess what I found? That the prosecutorial misconduct occurred in the beginning. You see, Prosecutor Kim Foxx committed one of the worst egregious acts that a prosecutor can commit. And I want y'all to spread this video around to everybody you know, and ask them to spread this around to everybody they know, and everybody they know, and they know, and they know, and they know. So we can get the word out there. What she did was solicit potential victims. Say it again. She solicited victims. After she saw the Surviving R. Kelly docuseries, she went on national television and she solicited victims. You've never seen that done in all of the years of watching press conferences about alleged crimes. You've never seen it. That was unprecedented. Now, when this tape goes up, when this video goes up, they about to go crazy because they know that I busted them. Believe me, so we gotta act quick. She solicited victims. Not only did she solicit victims, she knew when she was soliciting them that if they were to come forward with lies, that they knew that they would possibly benefit in a lawsuit, doing books, doing interviews, being a part of this big, grandiose case to execute, prosecute, persecute, and crucify R. Kelly. Now they can write books. If they're able to do it, they'll go and write books. They'll be in interviews. So, listen, we're talking about two things. Not only did she solicit victims, people listen to me. Not only did she solicit victims, she knew by doing that press conference after surviving R. Kelly that anybody that wanted some money was going to come forward. Yeah, he did this to me. This whole indictment, people, is illegal. So I am writing the Illinois Bar Association, the Illinois Bar Association, and the Illinois Attorney General's Office. I am in the process of drafting my letter now, and I'm going to put it on here. If you all...
Robert Kelly told the victim to come to his studio. Robert Kelly told the victim after her dad dropped her off at school, she could take a cab to his studio. The victim followed Robert Kelly's instructions. At that first encounter at Robert Kelly's studio, located at 865 North Larrabee in Chicago, Cook County, Illinois, Robert Kelly had difficulty maintaining an erection and penetrated the victim repeatedly, vaginally and orally. Afterwards, Robert Kelly told the victim to get an envelope.
What the hell point was it to be so specific about this? Now, again, you went from the first press conference calling out all the victims. Please come give us evidence. Come give us your testimony. We'll look this information up. To now you announcing these charges. Alright, Kim Foxx.
With money from the receptionist.
And another thing. You gonna tell us this story talking about the girl skipped school. Wait a minute. This 16-year-old girl left school, took a cab, went to rkelly's. So you mean to tell me they allowed this girl to leave school without nobody permission? And you mean to tell me you believe this story that she gets an envelope of money and she thought it was for cab money? Man, get the fuck out of here. You knew what that money was for. Y'all was soliciting. So to try to cover up the fact that this girl out here thotting and shit, man, if y'all don't stop playing with us.
And that the victim assumed that money was to pay for the cab rides to and from Robert Kelly's studio. The envelope contained a large sum of money, more than was needed to pay for the 2 cab rides. The victim had similar sexual encounters about once a month with Robert Kelly from May 26, 1998 to May 25, 1999. The second victim, RL, was involved.
Y'all heard it. So this victim is meeting with R. Kelly once a month, routinely, getting paid. Does this for a year and waits, let's see, almost a decade after the fact. Okay.
In an incident which occurred between September 26, 1998 and September 25, 2001. A grand jury returned an indictment on 2 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse based on the victim being under the age of 17 and Robert Kelly being more than 5 years older than the victim. In 2001, a witness...
Now, that is who I believe is Rashonda Landfair, the same girl from the first sex tape, same girl from this new sex tape. I ain't gonna even comment again on what I think about this new sex tape, but whatever.
Had conversations with Robert Kelly and Robert Kelly's associates, where the witness was asked to retrieve videotapes showing Robert Kelly having sexual intercourse with the victim in this case when she was only 14 years old.
That witness, Lisa Van Allen, talking about the 14-year-old victim, Rashonda Landfair.
Witness obtained that video and watched it. The witness eventually turned this video over to the Cook County State's Attorney's Office through his attorney. The witness has identified the girl in the video as the girl he knows to be the niece of S.E. Additionally, the witness identified the scenes from the video as having been from Robert Kelly's house located at 1 Melrose Lane, Olympia Fields, Cook County, Illinois. In the video, the victim repeatedly says she is 14 years old. Additionally, the witness identified the scenes from the video as having been from Robert Kelly's house located at 1 Melrose Lane, Olympia Fields, Cook County, Illinois. The witness eventually turned this video over to the Cook County State's Attorney's Office through his attorney. The witness has identified the girl in the video as the girl he knows to be the niece of S.E. Additionally, the witness identified the scenes from the video.
Hold up. The witness, That just confused me because I thought they were talking about Lisa Van Allen. So who is he? I'm gonna have to come back to that.
Video as having been from Robert Kelly's house located at 1 Melrose Lane, Olympia Fields, Cook County, Illinois. In the video, the victim repeatedly says she is 14 years old, and Robert Kelly is seen penetrating the victim orally and vaginally, and the victim performs oral sex on Robert Kelly. SE has identified the girl in the video as her niece, the victim in this case. The third victim, Elsie.
And that is Sparkle, of course. Stephanie Edwards.
Was involved in an incident which occurred on February 18th, 2003. A grand jury returned an indictment on 1 count of aggravated criminal sexual abuse based on the transmission of semen by Robert Kelly upon any part of the body of the victim for the purpose of sexual gratification during the course of the underlying forcible felony of aggravated criminal sexual assault attempt. On February 18, 2003, at 865 North Larrabee Street in Chicago, Cook County, Illinois, the victim was 24 years old and worked as a hairdresser for Robert Kelly. While the victim was waiting alone in a room for Robert Kelly to come in so she could braid his hair, Robert Kelly entered saying he didn't want his hair braided that day. He wanted his head massaged. At the time he said this, Robert Kelly had his pants pulled down and he was pointing to his penis. Robert Kelly grabbed the victim by the head and tried to force her mouth onto his exposed penis, but the victim was able to resist. Robert Kelly then masturbated and ejaculated onto the victim and spit in her face several times. The shirt the victim was wearing was submitted to the Illinois State Police for DNA testing, and the semen was identified on the shirt. The male DNA identified in the semen sample is a match to Robert Kelly's DNA profile. The fourth victim, JP, was involved in incidents which occurred between May 1st, 2009 and January 31st, 2010. A grand jury returned an indictment on 3 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse, on the victim being under the age of 17 and Robert Kelly being more than 5 years older than the victim. This victim attended the criminal trial of Robert Kelly in Chicago in 2008 and met Robert.
That, of course, Geronda Pace. I already talked about her. Check out that video.
Kelly getting his autograph after court one day. The victim told Robert Kelly how old she was, and he invited her to his house at 1 Melrose Lane, Olympia Fields, Cook County, Illinois. Between May 1st, 2009 and January 31st, 2010, the victim had vaginal and oral sex with Robert Kelly multiple times. At times, Robert Kelly would spit on her, slap her in the face, and choke her. The victim saved one of the shirts she was wearing when Robert Kelly ejaculated on her and gave that shirt to the Olympia Fields Police Department. The shirt was submitted for DNA testing and semen was identified on the shirt. At this time, I would like to thank the dedicated assistant state's attorneys who are standing with me and in this office, the investigators, victim witness, and the support staff who have worked diligently on this matter. As you all know, because this is a pending criminal case, I cannot comment any further. With that, I thank you.
Now, some of you may not think anything is wrong with what's going on, but I just call bullshit. Kim Foxx should be investigated. That's just my opinion. If you like this video, thumbs up. Leave your comments below. If you haven't, subscribe to my channel. And have a great day.